I'm sorry, guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. That was my desktop audio. I was posting a video, so it made the music happen. It's okay. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. Let's focus up. This is stream number 79. It feels like it's been forever playing Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm happy to do it. Now, this will be probably a shorter stream, and it started a little bit later than usual, so I apologize for that. We're starting at 10 a.m. instead of usually a couple of hours earlier. I had a 10.5-hour stream yesterday, and I feel really bummed because it got totally taken down. So I'm disputing it at the moment. Hopefully the stream can be brought back to life, but that was like a full day's effort and quite a slog, to be quite honest with you. That was all kind of for nothing, so that sucked, and that took a lot out of my day. So we'll probably have a bit of a shorter stream today as a result, but I'm looking forward to continuing the main scenario. I hope everyone's doing well. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Galleon, Cadaviera, Dawn, Catspore, Cast Mage, Chrono, Mental Rhapsody, Philippe, Mercury, Mobius, always a pleasure, Lyra. See how long it takes before Lyra falls asleep, guys. She's known for it. Just David. Fire in the head. Always a pleasure. 2 minutes total for pixely movie, too much for YouTube. Yeah, that's the really unfortunate thing. 10.5-hour stream with basically less than 5 minutes of actual movie footage. That is enough to kill it. You can also see that YouTube copyright claims, like, they push things further than they should. Like, they're like, oh, we'll claim this content. And yeah, all of the Fifth Element footage was from the 2-hour mark to the 7-hour mark. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. You fuck, it's a video game. It's really frustrating. So that was yesterday's drama. I have downloaded the stream, so there is potential, if the dispute does not resolve in my favor, that I can edit it down and sort of post some sort of abridged version of it, maybe. We shall see. But I have already scheduled the next Apocalypse Game Day stream for next weekend. And that one will get copyrighted for its music, but it will not get copyrighted for its visuals, so we're fine. Alright. Are we ready to continue with the storyline? We are at level 84. Back to old tricks. This is a great looking shot. Oh, also, shall we see what Kate gave us? Kate gave us a Figmental Weapon Coffer, along with our scheduled pizza delivery. I've been given a Figment of Kitten's Joy. Oh my lord. Whoa, it's a giant duster with a cat on it. And there's a cat's paw on the bottom. Incredible. That's going to be my my new weapon going forward. I'll have to cast a glamour on that. Should I put that... Can I do that here, or should I put it in my my armory chest first? Do this, right? There you go. That's our weapon at the moment. Glamoured over the red pine sphere. What do we think? It'll look very serious in cutscenes. Urianger seems strange to you, more so than usual, I mean. I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's alright? Miss Stoller and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up to him. Ah yes, while giving you the lowdown on yesterday's stream, we didn't really dive into what happened last time, did we, on Final Fantasy XIV? Ridiculous. Our first trial of the expansion is Zodiac. Crazy stuff. And now Zodiac's gone. So the final days is now upon us because Zodiac was preventing it from happening, essentially. Zodiac's imprisonment meant that the final days could be delayed. But now there's nothing to stop it. He's hiding. After that, we were like, hey, did you know that the moon is a spaceship? And it's piloted by bunnies. Kind of insane, yeah. Just casually. We're gonna follow him. Urianger appears to be heading towards the entrance to Bestway's Burrow. Hopefully he won't hear the sound of my motorcycle following him. Do I take this teleport offer now? No, we'll do the immersive route we're following. And Mobius, he waits. I see that dog. Urianger ventures off into Mare Lamentorum for reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. Follow Urianger from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed or fall too far behind. Should you fail, you may try again. This is our second stealth mission of following a guy in Endwalker, isn't it? Because we had to follow someone in the snow. Why are they doing this to us? We'll just fly on Argos's back. Just follow Mobius. Mobius is a little bit ahead. Who's there? It's Mobius. Nothing to worry about. Oh, he's running. He's running. Why are you running? I get what they do, why they do, but it's not the most exciting type of mission. I think tailing missions and escort missions are usually always a goddammit. A goddammit moment. It's not too long though, so we're fine. Which Assassin's Creed games have I played? 1 to 4. That collection.
Thine arrival is timely as ever.
He knew I'd be here.
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Livingway, I presume? 'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity? And Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life. I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning, one which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect well those you can.
Sage counsel indeed. I see. Wisdom as befits a great worm. Curious that he should think thee in need of such encouragement. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly. I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrits' proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
Oh, I knew it. I'm like, this is the classic angle. The classic angle that we're being watched.
These ears, I've heard bugger all. No matter. We've got our plans.
You're not going to tell me that these are evil bunnies, are you? You're not going to tell me that these are going to be evil bunnies? What the hell? They've got their evil plans. That was a really beautiful scene with Urianger because he has played such a secretive role multiple times and he carries a lot of regrets. And it's scenes like that in the way that he's so well spoken that really come across so powerfully. It's funny when he's in like a scene with other people and he's like, "Thine own apparitions doth prithee thee," and in this context, like, it just, the way that he speaks elevates his dialogue when he's being a bit introspective. So good. In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own, a plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May, I say, for there is no guarantee of success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone, that failure, should it come, would be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standest before me with proffered hand and open heart. It would be remiss of me to refuse thy amity, and so I ask, wouldst thou join in mine endeavor? You want a kiss? Just say so. We got the footgear. Feet. Yeah. I'll wear the boots, but not in that atrocious color. I will be dyeing them. Same with your pants, mate. I will be dyeing them. Can we change the second color? I'm not sure. That's fine. It looks better in black anyway. Parachute pants. Urianger is quite glad for your company. I thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan, in truth. We shall not be long away from Bestway's Burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people of Etheirys. To make clear our resolve to the Loporrits, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. Time to go make a gift. Nah, the weapon's good as it is. You can't dye this perfection. Ah, an abundance of spongoi. Excellent. I chanced to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiac's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by the Numo, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requireth considerable concentration, however. Might I prevail upon thee to stand watch while I perform the incantation? Jet black or bust? You want to provide me with the dye, Mercury? I am but a simple peasant who only has soot black. I don't even think it's soot black. Yeah, it is soot black. I thought it was even worse and it was only soot grey. Alas. I'm not matching right now. I've been a mess with my equipment because I haven't been to a place to adjust my glamours. So I've just been equipping new stuff as we've been getting it and then dyeing it. So I'm wearing my like dragoon gauntlets, but nothing else. Surveying the nearby area, you see no signs of potential threats. Urianger remains fixated on his work. There, 'tis done. A magic ink, every ons is of efficacious, I always forget how to say that. Efficacious as that crafted by the Numo. Rare is the occasion I would conjure mine own, but is nevertheless a most useful skill. The resulting product is admittedly possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Loporrits will appreciate. Omega, Urianger, oh thank goodness, I thought you had been eaten or had perhaps fallen into a crater. Ishtola has been looking all over for you, Omega. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent. Dire, even. She was also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Omega alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind, Urianger. They're not subtle. They're literally just trying to get Urianger alone. But worry not. It just so happens we need your help with an errand, delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Bestway's Burrow. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we poor Loporrits, and we would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. How about an extra pair of hands before I go and meet with Ishtola? No, that won't be necessary. Urianger's help should more than suffice. And I'm sure you don't want to risk getting on Ishtola's bad side by keeping her waiting. She seems prickly. Now, off with you. Worry not, Omega. I shan't be long. Ishtola has summoned me for some kissing, apparently. Can't wait. Oh, actually, hold on. I'll save 70 gil. Why not? I'll walk around this giant environment. Are the Loporrits prepared for every single civilian and their mount to come in and form biker gangs in this place? That doesn't look alone at all. Everything is alright with Urianger then. That's a relief. Oh, back so soon? Oh, Omega, we thought you would be away for far longer. We know that it was a lie, it was so obvious. A dire emergency? I said no such thing. But as you are here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Runningway, a companion of Growing Ways, apparently has much to tell us of the final days. The problem, however, is that he determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for us to hold a conversation. Is there any way he's likely to stop and rest? Or perhaps there's a way to slow him down. What's the rush? I was thinking we should wait here. Maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice and no? Well, if it's really that important. You can try using these bowls of moose flesh, not to be confused with the other thing. Runningway's other notable feature is his incessant chatter, so you have no trouble finding him in a crowd, and when you do, try lobbing your bowls at him. Crude, but if it proves effective. He was here in Greatest Endwalker when last I saw him. Let us split up and find him. Let's go lob our bowls at bunnies. Yeah, they're being very suspicious. They've got plans of their own. We'll see how that ends up working out. Search your surroundings for Runningway. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Throw mouse balls. That's how you pronounce it, right, chat? Mouse balls? Do not hit the unassuming Loporrits. Fuck. Who is he? There was 3 up here before, wasn't there? Does he look different? I've already forgotten. This guy. Runningway? Question mark. There we go. Standing out. Oh, that's smart. If this was meant to be a joke, isn't it funny? Done. Bob Marley, thank you so much for the super chat, and that's okay. Hopefully we'll fix the issue in regards to yesterday's stream, but I really appreciate the kind words. Yes, I'm running away. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your balls of moose flesh? Man, they had a fun time writing this, didn't they? I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. Ha! That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if we've got time to look into the final days when there's so much to do before the great voyage. It's true that Heidelin did impart to us some knowledge of the event, but I know about as much as any other Loporrit around here. Less, probably. I don't know why anyone would think it's funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, but they'd better hope I don't get my paws on them. Sorry I couldn't be of more help, but if there's nothing else, I've work to do. And I'm off! Did I perhaps not throw my balls in his face enough? Does he need more balls? So, when are we getting the bunnies were evil all along plot twist? That's why all of these weird machines around here are hostile to us. Any luck? I tried near the entrance, but there was no sign of him. I couldn't find neither hide nor hair of him. How did you fare? Oh. Oh, yeah, I was there, and he said, I don't know anything, and ran away. So, he knows no more than others. Care to explain yourself, Growingway? Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it, misremembered. Terribly sorry about that. Afraid I'm drawing a blank, though. Try as I might, I can't remember who I was thinking of. On an unrelated note, what of Urianger? I assume you spoke with him earlier, but did he say when he'll be returning? On his way to the Watcher's Palace with Livingway. Between Growingway's sudden lapse of memory and our lack of other leads, maybe our time would be better spent lending Urianger a hand. What? No, hold on a moment. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. This information you're looking for is in the archives. Yes, that's where you'll find all sorts of useful knowledge, including that pertaining to the final days. Come on, guys, you're smarter than this. You're smarter than this. You're smarter than this. Y'shtola needs to adapt her ether sight to detect when people are lying. I'm beginning to grow tired of these games. If some scheme was afoot, surely Urianger would be the first to see through it. Then again, he does tend to give others the benefit of the doubt. Heart of the matter. Growingway's fidgeting with nervous energy, but is it from excitement or worry? Let's find out. I've got new hand gear. Whee! Let me just chuck that on, and then dye it. Hiya! Let me just fix that up real quick. Thank you. Oh, what to do? I promised Livingway would help, but... No, I promised I'd help, so that's what I'll do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza, the eastern wing. Follow me. I suspect the Loporrits are up to something, but there is ought to be learned of the final days. I think it best we play along, for now at least. Alright, we are playing along. So I gotta hop on that teleporter somewhere? This, right? Is this the teleporter that takes us up to the level, or do we just... I guess I'll just go there myself. I forget how the teleporters are working in this game. We'll just go the long way. There isn't an actively working teleporter. It was for one scene. What? The bunny told us that the teleporter could be used going forward, didn't he? He's like, we'll just keep it so you can go between this place and that place. Oh, it's... Now that's unfortunate. Mobius is probably trying to get through this as quickly as possible. He's like, fuck. When Apocalypse is coming, he might see that I'm fighting Loporrits. Fucking... This is the downside of an MMO. That's not a side quest. Mobius is doing New Game Plus. Mobius is doing New Game Plus chat. You can't hide that from me. What other knowledge do you suppose we could glean from their archives? Oh, maybe a fucking fight with some bunnies? The architecture of this place is impressive, though more than a little confusing to navigate. Is it too much to ask for clearly marked exits? Or a map, perhaps? Time to uninstall. The bunnies are evil. The bunnies are fucking evil. The archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll just have to go and find whoever has the key. Growing way, enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourselves not tell us we must act quickly? Yes, we did, but the moon was to be a perfect paradise for the people of Aetheris, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We'd hoped you'd see the wonders we have to offer, but you found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential, so you others must be kept here. Ah, so that's Livingway's game. Run us about in circles, and failing that, lock us away so we can't put the plan at risk. Everyone except Urianger. He understands what is at stake, what must be done. I fear you've misjudged us, Growingway. Never have we decried the notion of using the moon as a means to escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Aetheris and her reflections to their doom. If there is a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. But why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. People of Aetheris will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe, and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Oh my god, it's some bunnies that want to fight us. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. Evil bunnies! If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene where Argos awaits outside. Loporrit escape time. Okay. This is me knocking out some bunnies, by the way, with my very nullified weapon. As you can see, I'm only tickling them to death. I was given this new weapon. Time to try it out. It's not doing any damage. It's all just tickling them. No, not Growingway. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in for a little bit. Sorry the stream was later than usual. Hope to see you next time. Mobius is ready to fly me away. Avast ye! Yeah, non-lethal attack toggled. After the bunnies! There you are. Didn't rough them too badly, did you? Good, you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find Urianger. I'll answer your question after this cutscene, Wheatsea.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Etheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Livingway, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late!
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Etheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing! We Loporrits were born of Hydaelyn's love for Etheris.
They're evil, chat. Don't trust them, they're evil.
That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes for all of us, don't you see? So help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides. Singingway, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Etheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we have met.
My name is Puddingway.
Runningway. Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure, but one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but...
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Livingway's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
This flower, it do be going crazy. Hey, the Watcher, that flower, how came it into your possession? How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions, intentions which remain a mystery even to us. In our time, We called it Elpis. You would do well to remember the name.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Charlayan Forum, yes?
That's my girl.
What? How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
That was a perfect scene. Urianger giving great dad energy to the bunnies. My dear sweet bunny children, let me regale you with some wise words from thine own brain. From thy heart. That was so good. The way he speaks to them all. And then just this flower that keeps on glowing. And then the Watcher's like, I'm here too, by the way, guys. I chanced to spy you were crossing the chasm, and I feared something was amiss. But all is well, and more importantly, I've been given the opportunity to behold a wonderful sight. Keep the Elpis close, and its light will be your guide. Yeah, both of the music that they chose there was great. A declaration of hopes and aspirations. I hadn't thought of it that way before. The Loporrits may be in good hands now, but that doesn't change the fact that their plan is a last resort I'd rather not employ. Let's see if it doesn't come to that, for the first and all the other reflections. Yeah, Thancred resonated with the description of names very well. The Loporrits think so highly of the people of Aetheris, yet it seems this evacuation plan is the only way they know how to express their adoration. If we had been more clear in our intentions from the start, mayhap we could have avoided this wrinkle. Something to keep in mind in future. Well, that was all rather embarrassing, wasn't it? At least we're on the same page now. People and Aetheris. We'll save both, or at least give it a good try. Make sure everyone listens to Urianger, would you? Oh, we'll be all ears, and you know we can be. The others will be so happy to hear Urianger is going to stay and teach us all about Aetheris. We'll have to be careful not to get too distracted by his lessons. There's still maintenance to carry out after all. Nice to meet you. Name's Puddingway. Sorry again for all the trouble. Promise we'll do better. Honest. There is little I can do to stop the final days, but should you need to know of Star Traversal, look no further. Such knowledge I can offer in abundance, so do not hesitate if you find yourself wanting. F5, this is the critically acclaimed hit MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. Free to play up to level 70, maybe 80 at this point. You can play Realm Reborn, Heavensward, Stormblood for free. That's the base game and 2 bloody expansions. Crazy! But yes, Revan, thank you so much for the really good answer of the title of the stream is indeed the title of the game. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? To answer your question before the cutscene, by the way, Wheatsy, I took there was a 2-year break on Final Fantasy XIV. Started playing it in 2021, and we came back to it, and essentially it was a mixture of a little bit of burnout, plus at that point in time I was streaming to maybe 10 people when I was streaming the Final Fantasy XIV games. We got swept away with a lot of other games on the channel and big Let's Plays, and that took my attention and time as that sort of stuff was getting a lot of attention. So we just took a big break from Final Fantasy XIV, and I was always kind of wanting to return, and it just wasn't happening. And then the longer you go without playing, the easier it is not to come back. And then we eventually came back, of course, and were able to smash through the end of Heaven's Ward, all the Stormblood, start Shadowbringers. We ended up taking another break, which was about 8 months. And that was just kind of even a break from streaming in general. I wasn't really streaming at all, which was for like a mixture of reasons, but I was also incredibly busy around the time that I took that break, because that's when I started my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough in August, and that was a significant effort on my part, so that just kind of like took most of my time. And then we returned, and now we're here. So there was a couple of breaks, but I think the 2-year break was probably for the best, because it allowed me and my channel to grow more before returning to the big Final Fantasy XIV content. It was a relief to see Livingway was pleased with my gift of ink. To serve and serve well, though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is a blessing without peer. It will be no easy task to prepare them for what must needs be done, but gladly do I embrace this duty, even if it doth necessitate what we part ways for a time. Forgive me my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you, in all our fellow Scions. When next I return to Aetheris, I pray I find you all in good health and good spirits. You clicked because it said you play Elden Ring. That's interesting. What? Like it said I was playing Elden Ring, or it said this guy plays Elden Ring. Check this out. I'm not sure what that type of notification is. I need to remind you of the dangers we face, nor the countless lives at stake in both the source and its reflections. Go with courage, my friend, and pray give the others my regards. Returning home, your excursion to the moon concluded, Ishtola is keen to return to Aetheris. We're going home! With the Loporrits in Urianger's capable hands, we needn't worry about affairs here in our absence. Knowing now the face of their earthly collaborators, there is much to discuss with Alphino and the others. This is going to be crazy how much we have to recount to the rest of the gang who have not been exposed to any of this. And to then also go back to Charlene and say, we know what you're doing. Let us return to the Tower of Babel. Our battle for the star will soon begin in earnest, and we must be prepared. God damn it. Alright. The Nether Gate. The Nether. Nice. There's a lot of people that were brought to the channel through Mass Effect, I think. Quite a lot. The beginning of our BioWare arc with Mass Effect. I'd forgotten how cold it was here in Garlemald. A testament to the Loporrit's ingenuity that I felt no such discomfort on the moon. Gods, I can scarcely believe we went to the moon and back. But we'll have time to reflect on that later. Right now, we need to head back to Camp Broken Glass and deliver a thoroughly detailed report to Lucia. I'd like very much to know how everyone is getting on there as well. They'd only just begun to treat the tempered prisoners when we left. I share your curiosity, but warning our allies of the final days is of greater importance. I speak not only of the contingent, of course. The heads of state of every nation must know what we have learned. We know not when or where in what manner the final days will begin to manifest, so we must see that everyone is prepared. Agreed, though we may wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into a panic. Not that anyone is in a position of responsibility, should need be told as much, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first, to Camp Broken Glass. Should just be able to, can I just pop on home? Do one of these? Do one of these? I'm gonna do one of those. Yeah, it'd be interesting to open up your YouTube search history and then just search Apocalypse and see which one was like the first video in your YouTube history. Omega, at last, you are returned. Is there anyone else in the camp right now, or is it just those? No, I don't think I will. Good to see you all again. No worse for your lunar adventure, I hope. We've done what we can for now, and believe me, we intend to tell you all about it. But before we do, might you tell us what's become of Garlemald in our absence? We succeeded in subduing the Tempered inside the Tower of Babel. We took many alive, but combined with those who were already in our custody, the number requiring care has grown exponentially. The inclement conditions here have made it difficult, if not impossible, to treat them all here, and so we have petitioned the aid of allied nations. Some are understandably hesitant to proffer assistance, particularly those that were but recently subject to imperial occupation. That said, several others have agreed to grant them refuge for treatment. With the assistance of your fellow scions, we endeavour to see them safely transported and subsequently cured of their tempering. Will all the tempered be relocated? Not all, no. We have sufficient shelter to attend to those whose treatment has begun, and enough healers have volunteered to remain until their patients have recovered. Euless is one such patient, though he is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and those in his company were not harmed in the chaos. If not for Alphino and Alice's timely assistance, I dare say none of them would be with us today. In light of recent developments, have the Alliance leaders come to any decisions regarding Garlemald? Given the tremendous ramifications of what has happened here, it will take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the provinces. We have other news to share. Shortly after Anima was defeated, we received reports that each and every tower has vanished. For a mercy, the process was apparently not quite as violent as that you experienced in Thavnair. Those who were trapped within them have been rescued and are receiving treatment. To hasten this endeavor, the Beast Tribes have received instruction in the magics needed to cure tempering. Master Matoya is no doubt thrilled the Mother Porksy affords her so many visitors. Yes, we are grateful for her ongoing efforts, as well as those of our comrades near and far. As for the contingent, several of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands after the transfer of Tempered has been completed. Lucia and I will remain, along with a small force, to continue offering aid to those here in Garlemald. The Empire may be no more, there are yet those who call these lands home. I believe that accounts for recent events here, so what of the moon and the Telephoroi? Ah, fucking bunny rabbits, bro. It's crazy. There's so many of them, and fucking they're gonna pilot the moon into some sort of space. Oh yeah, we killed Zodiac. The final days. Gods, I prayed your victory would mark the end of our troubles. There is still much we do not know. The Alliance leaders must be told. Would you be willing to contact them in our stead? Yes, of course. I will send word forthwith. We'll also release your fellow scions from their present duties, that they may return to Sharlayan. Your energies are better spent finding a means to avert the coming apocalypse. Speaking of your fellow scions, you'll be happy to hear that Mistress Kryl, though still on the mend, has been moved to the Baldesian Annex and given into Tartaru's care. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both upon our return. Let us be on our way, then. One last thing, if I may. After your confrontation with Zodiac, you said Xenos took his leave, and in all likelihood he has returned here to Garlemald. I have a mind to dispatch scouts to try and ascertain his whereabouts, but first wish to ask if you believe there is merit in doing so. If they found him, they would not likely live to tell the tale. He'll show up when he's ready. I suppose you're right. To dispatch good soldiers in pursuit of such a beast would be to send them to their deaths. Pray forget I entertain the notion. While on the subject of Xenos, the 10th Legion has made an official proclamation. They denounce the Crown Prince and condemn his role in the Empire's downfall. His very title has become a source of shame among his former subjects, and its continued use serves only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, he has been declared as Xenos Viator Galvus, outcast and enemy of Garlemald. Man, that's huge. Vandaniel is no more, and now his own people turn against him. It seems he's naught but his bloodlust to keep him company. Better that than an army to see it sated. At any rate, I will not keep you longer. I pray you safe passage back to Sharlayan. Everyone turning against Xenos, leaving him alone. Your findings will be relayed to the Alliance leaders word for word. Should we spy anything out of the ordinary here in Garlemald, all shall be informed at once. Once my countrymen have recovered, it falls to me to tell them what's become of Xenos and the Empire. I realize there is no kindness in withholding the truth, but it will wound them. Did we tell them about the bunnies? They don't seem too surprised. Alright, to the Baldesian Annex. Off we go. Is this an ether current quest? Get out of here. What's this guy for? The hunt for specimens. Is this, this would be like, the marks for this expansion? Is that correct? Oh, it's so good to see you and free from chilblains, I take it? You'll be pleased to know everything's been kept in order since you've been away. I even brought a few useful knickknacks with me from back home. No sooner had they arrived, I received word of Kryl in poor health, and you on the moon. If you meant to give me a fright, you succeeded. Whoa, Cloud. Whoa. That's the most cloud-looking Cloud I've seen, with a bit of a tan, but incredible. Even the hairstyle. Check that out. I don't have the hairstyle to back up my Cloud outfit, so I won't even wear it. I'm just going to take a quick little break before we talk with Kryl, so just give me one moment and I will be right back. Okay. Shall we proceed? You know what? I've come back and I've sat at my desk and I've gone, I'm ready. And then I've left my water bottle in the other room. So, you know what? Psych. Hydration. Okay. Yeah, basically every time I sit down at this desk, something I need is in the other room. Every time. I don't know if Dex is lurking in here, but Revan is here. So Revan can see the delivery I got today, which is the brand new Pokemon set that has come out, which is the Pokemon Black Bolt and White Flare. And these are like the sticker blister packs, so they come with a little promo. The green screen is getting green screened. See some of those sweet Gen 5 Pokemon. This promo card looks so good. It's a little bit reflective in the plastic. And for any Victini lovers, there's the Victini illustration collection. So it comes with a nice little Victini card and a giant version of it. So you can put it on your bedside table if you want. I don't know if I'll open them yet. I'll probably open the sticker ones. I just know these are going to be so expensive if they're kept sealed, because stupid Pokemon being stupid money products. I love turning $40 into $2 when I open the packs. But yeah, I might open them. Usually what I like to do, if it's like a special set like this one, if I do have like a backup that I can keep sealed, then I open one. Welcome back, Omega. We were so terribly worried about you. Though it's plain I have caused my own fair share of worry, and for that I apologize. Heidelin called to me that day when you entered the Tower of Babel. Her pleas were faint but desperate, and I knew at once she required a vessel to carry out her will. What came after feels like a dream barely remembered, my body flowing through the life stream toward Garlemald. When I regained consciousness, I was all aches and frostbite, exhausted of ether. So exhausted, in fact, I could only laugh, for it was in that moment I understood Raha's weariness from the Tower of Zot. Would that I could laugh at a time like this, that we prevented Zodiac from being unleashed upon the world. I'm curious to know what else took place there on the moon. Yeah, fucking bunny rabbits, mate. Perhaps we should wait for others to join us before you give your account. Let us reconvene in the main hall once they've arrived. Yes, we're gonna have to take a very big fade to black of exposition. No, reselling isn't a thought that I have either. Like, there's this weird collector brain with value where I'm like, ooh, if I keep this in my collection for myself, I get to go, look how this is valuable. It's that level of being a collector. You're like, this is rare, this is cool. Not necessarily for me selling it. One day I probably will sell a bunch of my stuff when I'm old. But for now, it's there for me to enjoy. A lot of the stuff that I collect is purely for my enjoyment, but there is that mental thing of like, if I open it, will I be disappointed with what's inside, and should I just keep it sealed to retain its value? It's like that same thing applies to a lot of things, I guess. And like, the thing that about the new set is it's so expansive. So many cards there that I want that I will not pull because it will just be too expensive. So I'll probably end up like just like buying the singles of them instead. We're all together again. Can't wait to update you all. Sorry to have kept you all waiting. Just waiting on Urianger, you know? Where is he? Not at all. We understand you've been quite busy. Will Urianger be joining us? Stuck on the bloody moon, mate. Duty keeps him away, I'm afraid, though Omega can explain why better than I. He's stuck on a moon with bunny rabbits and fucking end of days is coming and we killed Zodiac and we're gonna take the moon somewhere and it's connected with bloody Charlene and it's all bloody connected, innit? The final days has befell Amarot. Everyone keeps responding with the final days, but I'm telling you, space bunnies, and nobody seems to be addressing that notion. And we had to escape via the moon? What of the source and its reflections? I've no intention of standing by while the world falls to ruin. So, how do we stop this? Unfortunately, we have no answers at present. If the celestial currents have grown stagnant, as was the case in the time of Amarot, the solution would be to alter the flow of ether throughout the entirety of the star. The ancients accomplished this by summoning Zodiac, sacrificing half the star's population in the doing, but it should go without saying that such a sacrifice must not, cannot be repeated, which leaves us with the daunting task of identifying the underlying catalyst for the final days, a feat which even the Amarotines could not accomplish. Unfortunately, we found no clues in Mare Lamentora. There is still much we do not know about the catastrophe itself, let alone what may have caused it. The final days were marked by the corruption of the Amarotines' creation magics, but we command no such power, which invites the question, what havoc is in store for us? If we knew that much, perhaps we could draw some parallel with the events of the past, and thereby form some semblance of a plan. Perhaps we should start with the Forum then. Having worked with the Loporrits in secret all this time, there is surely more they can tell us. They literally can't speak on it. Forgive the interruption, I have urgent news. The Forum is holding a public assembly in the plaza outside, some sort of announcement. What is Father up to now? There's only one way to find out. We join the assembly. Maybe it's time for them to reveal their intentions. There's no fish bread sale because I didn't get any fish, sadly, so that's an optional cutscene, I think, if you sell any fish.
Order! Order, I say! I thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Charlian. Nay, of this very star. Said affairs concern all citizens, and so we have called for a public assembly. You may have heard rumors of the Loporrits and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders. The final days, however, are another matter altogether. For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The End-Bearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
I've never heard this prophecy.
Is it true? Will all that really happen?
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first...
Give voice to the voiceless. Let bindings be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
We're speaking now. So they were able to break the enchantment for everyone.
Master Leveilleur, if you would.
Very well. "270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands, in search of a route to access the ethereal sea. This much is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret. What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Hydaelyn herself. She spoke to them of a calamity that would extinguish all life, and of a means by which we might be spared. The moon. 'Tis in truth a gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them from this doom. Much like Nunkref's hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
Needless to say, this will be no small undertaking. To facilitate the great work, the Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of Hydaelyn, who presently reside on the moon. Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge, not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
You reveal this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago. Which is why we must in earnest begin preparations for the great exodus. For his impressive contributions and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, we have elected Master Leveilleur to oversee this initiative.
Fellow scribes and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale. We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation. The wisdom of Sharlayan has ever been a shining beacon in the darkness, and so it shall continue to be. It is our solemn charge to see our heritage preserved for future generations. For those who will come after, we will brave a new frontier.
Expedition 33.
Administrative edicts will be relayed to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
Good day. The end days are upon us. Go about your business. It's a shame we couldn't go up to Fortuno and be like, we know about the moon before this happened. I wanted to say it to his face. We know about your dirty secret.
Do you remember what Mother told us when we visited home? That it wasn't until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work. If that great work of his was the evacuation of this star, then...
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit.
But for ours.
Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave.
Papa loved us all along, but he just couldn't express why or how, so he was just an asshole instead. But deep down, he was doing it for us because he does love us. He just doesn't want to show it or tell it or express it or in any way, except through his job, man. And he still disowned you. But it was for your greater good, man. It's because he was being a good dad, but you just didn't get it. Keep it civil, eh? Take your time. Give him an earful for me.
Thank you. I shan't be long.
If it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
That's right. That's damn right. Father!
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
Nay, we do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so. Urianger is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
Though we cannot boast the boundless wisdom of Sharlayan, we have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures and have conversed with no small number of peoples. These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome, nor charted on any map. The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the lands they love. Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do? To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence. This is why we choose to fight.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father. Only that you don't turn a blind eye to the good we have done. That we can still do. We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
Take that, Dad.
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
He sucks. He still sucks.
Were he not so consumed with self-righteousness, he might tell you how proud he is of you both.
Bold words call for bold action, and there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
As if I ever would. So long as there are those who wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
And if we're to do that, we'll need to be well rested. Wouldn't you agree? and having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
Shall we then? To the Annex, to prepare for tomorrow.
Delightful. Onward. I could do with a nap. Yes, Ryan, I remember, and I was aware of the spell that would prevent them from talking about stuff, but it doesn't prevent them from being kind. It's not a spell that turns them into assholes. You have to already be an asshole. Of that, Vorshino is an expert in being. Being under the spell doesn't make you disown your children. From beating Zodiac to eating weird carrots, what a day. Exactly. They're like, Urianger's already on the moon, bro. He's helping. Just so you know. Cryo tells me the Forum made a rather momentous announcement, so there's to be a great exodus, is there? I'm reminded of my narrow escape from the Isle of Vow. The realization, the running, the mixture of relief and regret after why me? I ask myself, why me? Why us? Why now? Why wonder? There's no use fretting over the cosmic morality or lack thereof. We're here, we'll get through this together. And who knows? Maybe on my luck we'll rub off and grant everyone a narrow escape. There's no harm for praying as such. Oh, but enough of my rambling. I'm sure you're exhausted. Your chamber awaits. Retire to your chamber. Ah, yes. Bedtime. It's never bedtime for long, though, is it? Perfectly aligned shot of the moon in the doorway, though. Whoa. It's vision time. A visitor has come knocking at your door, whoever could it be? This is such an interesting list. Ardbert, is that you? My ghostly companion? Oh no, this is Endwalker, not Shadowbringers? Okay. I have to ask a genuine question, chat. Is whoever I pick the person that comes through the door? Because there's like fucking 6 options. Does it change based on what I pick? You can choose who you want by finding this quest from the Adventurer's Journal. So choose who you get along with most first, then the others later. We can watch them all in the Adventurer's Journal. Urianger? Urianger?
Oh, apologies. I didn't mean to... If you could spare a moment before bed. Thank you. I fear this may be the last quiet night we have to talk for quite some time. I am troubled of late. Unwarranted concerns, perhaps. I hope. Nevertheless, I feel compelled to share them with you. Though you have bested your enemies thus far, Xenos and even Zodiac, your victories have come at a considerable cost to yourself. No one is without their limits, and you are no exception. I worry the added weight of the final days will prove more than you can bear. It is surely too much for any one man. But you needn't bear it alone. Let me share your burden. My, carrying capacity pales in comparison to yours, but I could still help. Shoulder the occasional satchel from your ever-growing mountain of, baggage.
He's offering to become my next retainer.
You have already done so much to help relieve me of mine own encumbrances. 'Tis only fair that I repay you in kind. Of course, it needn't be only troubles we share. Moments of joy may seem few and far between now, but there will come a time when we look back fondly on this journey. The inquiry at the Forum, our march through the snows of Garlemald, our impromptu dinner in this very room. All of it. And that is to say nothing of the journeys yet to come. To the ends of the world and beyond. But tomorrow will be no less busy than today, and I've kept you from your rest long enough. Sleep well, my friend.
Give each other a hug now. Otherwise, this whole scene sucks. No! Where's the hugging animation? I had to pick him. I think it's important. The journey that these two have been on together, from Crystal Tower, from Crystal Exarch in Shadowbringers to now. I think that was an important cat-boy heart-to-heart a short while earlier in the Alamegan Quarter. I was tempted to pick my best buddy Estinian and my wife Ishtola, of course, but I want to see all of them.
Thank the gods that tower is gone. The sight of it was enough to make me sick.
Thank the Ilsabar contingent, more like. Word is, they fought their way into Garlemald and toppled the bloody thing themselves. Not just the one, neither. All the towers have up and vanished.
Aye, I heard the same. Commander Aldin and his troops helped keep casualties to a minimum, too.
This feels ominous as hell.
But is it true? They brought back tempered Garlean soldiers.
As Commander Aldin tells it, they've a treatment for that now. But don't you worry. Cured or not, they've no plans to bring them into the city proper.
I see. Well, that's a relief then. I know we've brothers and sisters among the lot, but I can't say I'm eager to welcome them home.
Wanted to think about it for a while yet. They're to be looked after in Alagana for the time being.
What the fuck? Meanwhile, in Ishgard, okay, what's happening all across the world right now? My Dark Knight! People!
Another day, another commission of paramount importance.
Erenville's here.
Well, what have we here? Hey, are you all right? Was that? No. The shadows play tricks, nothing more. The towers are gone, and the Garlean threat is abated. And yet, why does it feel as though it's about to get much, much worse?
Jesus. Okay? What the fuck is going on? We got fucking Dark Knight cameo in there with Sudergu. The fucking world map is rotting! What the fuck? Is this how the final days are manifesting across the world? Starting there? Dude, I hated that. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, the Darkspawn taint is spreading. Wow. Huh. I liked my little, like, whoa, pointing Leonardo DiCaprio moment. Seeing, my Dark Knight questline buddies. Before we speak with Tartaru, shall we go to an inn? Because am I allowed in if I speak with her? Lala, go to room. Yeah, go to my room. I'm like, how do I get back to my room again? I'm gonna go back to my room. So we have our journal here, right? So I can do that. I need to adjust my my glamour situation as well. God, I can't wait to return to my Dark Knight. I gotta say it. I'm keen to return to my Dark Knight fit. Yes, I still do have my earring on that I need. That's fine. Where do I go from here? Do I play Returning Home and then I pick, what is it? Would it be cutscene 4? I love this theme. It's so tense when this plays. Story has caught up to my Dark Knight level. That is true. Let's see if it's cutscene 4. Oh no, that's Meanwhile in Ishgard. That's Meanwhile in Ishgard. So it might be cutscene 2 then. Maths. Cutscene 2. We have to see what everyone else has to say. So what we're going to pretend is that basically Grahatier was the first one to knock on our door. And then we were proceeded to be visited in sequence by everyone else. Everyone came to knock on our door after that to say a few choice words. I think that's my headcanon choice. Graha came first, and then everyone else came after that.
Evening. I hoped you hadn't crawled beneath the covers just yet. If you'll indulge me for a moment, I have a favor to ask. Don't worry. Nothing desperate or dire, if that's what you were wondering. Not yet. You know, we may have quite literally entered our final days. The ancients went so far as to call it that for a reason. If so, then everything we did for Rien, for the first, will have been meaningless. And I can't accept that. I just can't. My mind won't allow for the possibility. And that could be a problem. When we're in the thick of it, I don't know if I've got it in me to be pragmatic this time. To run, even if running's the right choice. The only choice. So if you see me turning a blind eye to the harsh reality, beat some sense into me, would you? I trust you and the other scions with my life. And I'd like to think the feeling is at least occasionally mutual. And I never forgive myself if my stubbornness put them in danger. Gods, listen to me. Beginning to sound like the father I never had. So, can I count on you to keep me in line? I can think of no one else more eminently qualified. Excellent. Now I can breathe a bit easier. Which isn't to say that I will, given what we're up against. Let's keep this little chat our secret. I'd rather not have anyone scolding us for burning the midnight oil.
Honestly, I expect more from Thancred. I don't know. He's an OG. And I understand that his mental state is going to be stuck on Rien and the First, but I think there should be more. I think there should be more there. I don't know. Thancred's like, fight me, will ya? Beat me up. Beat me up if I get a little too pragmatic. Graha really is a good heart-to-heart choice, isn't he? Like, he just says the right things. Thancred says, "Oh, hey, bro. Just wanted to see how you're doing. Good, bro. Okay. Good night, bro." Nah, he's alright. I just love Thancred and he's the cool guy, but he needs to say more. I think there's something I actually quite like about the fact that we had a heart-to-heart chat already with Urianger. That was the scene where we followed him and we spoke to him on the moon. So technically, like, you already get your Urianger moment. So I think it's nice that they've kind of included him separately to this, if you think about it. Sad thing about the Gridania start is Lise and Papalimo aren't here for this part. What do you mean? They for the Gridania start? It's not possible to have them here at all. What, they'd be here if you started in somewhere else? Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
I hope I didn't wake you.
I got confused by what Mobius was saying.
I pray you will forgive the unannounced visit, but I wish to speak with you before retiring for the night. About Garlemald, and the time we spent with the people of Tertium. Dangerous though it was, I'm glad we had the opportunity to treat with Eulus and Quintus. I was worried what might happen after we were collared. If they attempted to restrain you too. If they succeeded. Once more, I put you in harm's way, and for that I must apologize. Or rather, I should thank you for trusting in me time and time again. After all our journeys together, I dare say I've used every expression imaginable to convey to you my gratitude. Nevertheless, I hope these words of mine still carry some small weight. Tomorrow, our fight continues. Mayhap it would have been better to seek you out after we have true cause for celebration. But having mustered the courage to stand up to Father and achieve a personal victory of sorts, I wanted to carry on in that spirit before my nerves got the better of me. The hour grows late, and you doubtless tire of my ramblings. I have a letter for Orenvold to finish, but we'll be off to bed shortly. Sleep well.
Aww. I'm gonna go write a love letter to Orenvold. Nah, it couldn't lock in a romance scene because Alphino is in love with Orenvold, so that would be rude if this cutscene locked in a romance with him and took him away from his wheelchair man. Alfie is good with the heart to heart as well. That was a good scene. Yeah, for some reason, Mobius, I got so confused reading your message because you're like, sad thing about the Gridania start is Lys and Papalimo aren't here for this part. And I'm going, if you start in Uldar or Limsa, they're alive? Question mark? Or here? That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, yeah, if you start in Uldar, Thancred dies instead, actually. And Papalimo's still alive. And he's here. But yeah, it is a shame that Lys can't be included in this because she's been with us for so long as well. But she's been relegated to being a dancer. Or a fighter, sorry. If you start in Uldar, you sell all the fish. Isn't Limsa the one that's more like the docks? Alright, it's Alisaie's turn. Some words of encouragement, for sure. Some admiration of the Warrior of Light, I assume. Uldar's merchants, that is true.
Craving a midnight snack, were you? I did consider bringing a few sweets, but decided this wasn't an appropriate occasion. I couldn't sleep. Had a few things on my mind. I know it's late, so I'll try not to talk your ear off. It's Xenos. I keep thinking back to Garlemald when he'd taken control of your body. An altogether terrifying experience, to say the least, and one that served as a harsh reminder. No one, no matter how strong or quick or clever, is invincible. Not even you. And as much as it might seem at times that you are, one misstep, one mistake, and that's that. Which is why, even though I know you've heard it 1,000 times before, I'm going to tell you to take better care of yourself. Because you really, really should. It goes without saying that we're all committed to this fight. But that doesn't mean that we need to throw our lives away. You know how I feel about noble sacrifices. Right, that's settled. We'll be keeping the acts of gratuitous bravado to a minimum. When I looked father in the eye and swore we'd find a way to avert this tragedy, it wasn't a promise just for him. It was a promise for you, too.
Ooh. I love that you can hear her footsteps are her running away. Those were quick footsteps. She's like, oh, it was a promise for you too. Runs away. I love the way that Alice and the Warrior of Light interact. Self-care, aggressive. She blushed and ran away. Alright, we always save the best for last. It's time for my best friend and my wife. Not at the same time. I love that we have a whole list to choose from and that we've got like unique dialogue and interactions to have with all of our characters. It's a nice effort. It'd be funny if it was like, nah, it's only one person every time, and if you get their name wrong, it's awkward. Whoever could it be? So you said this specific scene took some budget, huh? What do they start aggressively fucking? He's in his PJs! Oh my god.
You're alone. Good. The twins thought now would be a wonderful time to pay a visit to my chambers. Rather than listen to them bicker over tonight's snacks and tomorrow's plans, I seized the first opportunity to make my escape. To their credit, they decided against intruding on your peace and quiet.
No, they already have. They came here before you and then went to your chambers. Headcanon.
Can all be a bit exhausting at times, can't it? I wasn't sure what to make of you at first. During the Dragon Song War, how quick you were to take up a cause not your own. But I came to see that is simply the way of you and yours. I will not pretend to understand this talk of ancient primals and the final days. But I trust in your judgment and choose to believe in your cause. You and Alphino have my lance, now and always. You'll need it. Rack and ruin looming on the horizon. Calamity bearing down upon us. There's no place I'd rather be than here. Standing shoulder to shoulder with friends on the front line. So do not hesitate to send me against your enemies. I'll make them rue the day they met me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I could do with a little air. If Alphino asks, I was never here.
Okay.
Until the morrow.
He's gonna do a big old dragoon jump. With style. That's funny. I like that he didn't fucking show up in his blood-stained armor. Everyone else has shown up in their, like, normal outfit, but they gave him, like, evening attire. He's the only one who had new clothes. He's like, yeah, I'm not in my big old armor at the moment. That's great though. You and Alphino have my lance. Give it a tug every once in a while. Preferably at the same time. So the twins, they came to visit my chambers first, said their words, ran away, then went to go visit Estinian. But yes, that one's good. I love the music that plays. It was just two Azure Dragoons talking to each other just then. Just a couple of Azure Dragoons shooting the shit. He would die sleeping in his spiky armor? Tell that to this guy who gets into bed and just lays on the bed like a plank in full armor. Tell it to this guy. He's going to bed in this tonight. Oh, it's his taller time.
You're still awake. Good. Might I trouble you to stand still for a moment? Nothing appears out of the ordinary.
You haven't been body snatched again.
A precautionary measure. You will recall that serving as a vessel for abundant light in the First very nearly ended poorly. In your recent battle on the moon, you were almost certainly exposed to similar, if not greater, forces. Fortunately, from what I can see, you and your ether are none the worse for wear. Would that Reen were here to confirm my assessment. To think you actually found yourself in a direct confrontation with Zodiark. As if Xenos gallivanting about in your body was not misfortune enough. Did you so grossly offend every single deity in a past life that they saw fit to place a curse upon your soul? Forgive me. That was in poor taste. I recall vividly how battered and broken it was in the depths of Amarant. Would that you could have seen it with your own eyes. Mayhap then you would understand why the greater part of me is glad you did not. It was a horror beyond description. Promise me you will be careful, that you will seek my counsel if you feel unwell. That puts my heart at ease, if only a touch. I suspect it will grow colder as the night wears on, so do be sure to stay warm. Sleep well. May the shadows keep you.
That's a nice scene. The best thing we could have done for that cutscene when we get looked up and down is to just be naked. Just answer the door in underwear. She's like, yes. Nothing seems out of order. All right. We checked them all. Let me out of this room. Get me out of here. Graha's was the best one. Estinian was the second best one. And I'm a little bit biased. Ishtola's was also very good. But I really liked Alisae's as well. I think Thancred's was probably like the least favorite of the bunch. But I liked Graha's heart to heart the most. I picked good. I'm happy with that. Okay. Oh, God. Skies of Flame. And, get yourself some yellow or brown dye here for this one. Very good rewards. You want the piss dye or the shit dye? One of them. For Skies of Flame. What a serious sounding quest for what a pissy poopy dye reward. What the hell? I could buy that in a shop. Why do you have to reward me with that? I've been getting armor this whole time, and then it says, you want to make it yellow or brown? Ah, Omega. I was just about to call for you. I'm afraid we've received another call for assistance. This one comes from Radzathan. The others have assembled in the main hall to discuss the situation. You must join them at once. You must join them at once. To the main hall. Yes, I shall be taking the money as well. Ah, here you are. Our worst fears have come to pass, but moments ago we received grim tidings from our contact in Radzathan. Vile beasts have appeared out of nowhere, claiming one victim after the next. What's more, they say the very sky burns above them. The hour is nigh. Good gods, are the final days already upon us? It would appear so. Sadly, that is all the information we have at present. No doubt the people of Radzathan are busy fighting for their lives. Then we must go at once. They need our help. Agreed. Kryl, you'd best remain here with Tartaru and gather what knowledge you can. You're in no condition for a long journey, I imagine. Very well. Similar phenomena may have been observed elsewhere, but if so, we must know about it at once. Be safe out there, yes? Let us make first for Yedlamad. We must prepare ourselves for what may lie ahead. Karsten Galleon, we wish you well on your journeys. Thanks so much for hanging out in the stream. See how we go for this part of the game. This may be the last quest we end up doing for this stream, but I can't predict how it'll go, so we'll see. I would rather accompany you to Thavnair, but Raha's concerns are well-founded. The last thing I would want is to be a burden. And so I will remain here with Tartaru, and do all I can to gather knowledge that might serve us in the battle to come. Godspeed in your journey, Omega. We do not wield the creation magics that the ancients did, yet still these abominations appear. Whatever could be the cause? With the fall of the tower in Thavnair, the Harnish were beginning to enjoy a semblance of peace. And now this. No similar creatures have been sighted here in Sharlayan. That said, the early signs may manifest in other regions ere long. We must be prepared for every eventuality. I'm glad for Kryl's support. I'll also call upon Hoary Boulder and the others to assist us. They will be our eyes and ears in the field, as they have been many times before. Where was the Hoary Boulder cutscene at my bedroom, guys? What the hell? If this calamity has indeed come to Thavnair, it is all too likely that Corvus across the strait finds itself in a similar predicament. Even now it remains an imperial province, and as such, it may be some time until we can ascertain the situation there. We can only hope that Kryl and Tartaru will be able to provide us with some insight sooner rather than later. If the might of Vitra is not enough to hold these fiends at bay, Radzadhan is in dire straits indeed. We must go at once. In ancient times, the phenomenon was first observed in places where the celestial currents had grown weakest. It would seem there is a stagnancy of ether in the skies above Radzadhan, unbeknownst even to Vitra. Alright, off we go. Couple of things that I wanted to point out. And by a couple, I mean one thing across two characters, is something I really love about Y'shtola and Graha's outfits and their designs specifically is, you know, forgive a little bit of clipping on his little cape, but I love that it's specifically designed so he's got a little thing here for his tail to poke out, instead of it just being like the cape and the tail pokes out. Like, obviously a lot of my armor is like the tail pokes out because the armor has to fit across multiple different races. But I love, like, Y'shtola having this specific design. Like, I saw it more in the cutscene. I don't know, I guess her pose is a bit weird, but she has, like, it's cut in a particular way. His is much more visible. I just think that's awesome. It's such a great little bit of, like, costume designing. He's got a little spot for his tail to poke out. Alright, time to journey to Thavnair. Thank you. The timing of that. I'll take it.
And lo, vile beasts did rise.
Oh god. The vile beasts in the final days. Oh, the music. The eclipse has begun.
Leaving naught in their wake but blood and ash.
Jesus, that's a lot of belly.
Sun scorches earth and boils seas.
Fuck, look at these enemies, dude. We're literally in the eclipse
and
right now.
Sins ascend unto the heavens.
Holy fuck.
Three dooms to unmake all we were.
Jesus.
The sky burns. The final days are truly upon us.
That's one way to get everybody to believe
My friends, I trust you have heard the news.
We have. What can you tell us of the situation, Your Excellency?
Last night, the Isle was rocked by tremors, and the earth itself cried out. Aloft, the heavens began to burn. From all about, unholy beasts, the likes of which we had never seen, came forth in fury and rage. No. To say they came forth would be inexact. The people of Radzadhan themselves transformed into these baleful fiends.
So that's what we were seeing, all those people.
Though the phenomenon was observed throughout our lands, the first creature, the largest and most dreadful of the lot, wrought havoc upon us here in our fair city. Though they bear superficial resemblance to divinities of legend, they are ungodly abominations. The people decry them as blasphemies. The Large One's rampage has since taken it to the northern reaches of the island. I mean to dispatch our radiant host in an attempt to quell the threat.
And what of Vitra?
Vitra too makes for the north of his own accord, and yet he knows the blasphemy and its minions were but yesterday his beloved people. I pray his boundless compassion and mercy does not deter him from taking unenviable but necessary action.
Understood. I ask that you allow us to aid you in quelling this threat.
You would risk your lives to help us yet again? I have no words to express my gratitude. Our regiments approach the north from several directions, with a number of units set to depart from the docks of Yedlimad. They will make landfall in an area of dense jungle, where one can expect to encounter dangers even beyond the fell beasts we hunt. I leave you to your preparation. You will find me at the docks when you are ready to depart.
We're as prepared as we'll ever be. Let's go.
One of the greatest shots we always get in Final Fantasy XIV cutscenes is when the character grips their fist and the leather makes the leather sound. The genius of Ishikawa's writing. Ishikawa was reading Berserk while writing this scenario. This came out at the end of the year, in the same year that Mira sadly passed away, and his run and his work on Berserk came to an end. So I'll take this as a beautiful Eclipse reference that is intentional or not. Those beasts that are coming out with their disgusting tongues and foul mouths are very Berserk-like. At the end of the day, Berserk inspires all. The dark fantasy blueprint. Listen to this music though. Holy shit. So the beasts are not born of creation magics run amok, but are rather the altered forms of the people themselves. In that sense, this manifestation of the final days differs from what we witnessed in Amarot. And for the worse, I dare say. If any man, woman, or child could become a beast at any moment, there is no telling whence the next threat might come. We must exercise extreme caution. See, this is a problem, because you'd have to like scan the people to make sure like what's going on with them. If anyone could turn into a beast at any moment, if you're evacuating the people, these people could potentially transform while being transported to the moon. Don't worry, no matter how grim things might get, I won't lose heart. I'm ready whenever you need me. If it's true that the people themselves have transformed into beasts, why, even the Radiant Host could suffer the same fate, or us perish the thought. I shall survey the environs closely as we go about our search. There may be some clue as to how we can combat this phenomenon. Usually the most dangerous foe in a worm's domain is the worm themselves. If I were Vitra, I would be as offended as I am horrified. Innocent souls twisted and reformed into unholy abominations. I thought I had seen the last of such nightmares with the Sin Eaters. We must act quickly. Every moment we tarry means another soul may be lost to this nightmare. Man, I'm just kind of still shocked with the thought process of we're in the final days, we're trying to potentially evacuate this star and leaving the reflections to their doom. Are we able to prevent this and fight against it so that I can grind out my dailies in my dungeons, chat? Because what the hell is going to happen otherwise? The music is slightly loud on this one. What about now? What if I start yelling? I'll turn it down just a smidge while we're chilling. Everyone has assembled, yes? And thank you for lending us your aid in our battle against the blasphemy. Let us review our plan of attack. Also, by the way, chat, so we did a boys trip in Thavnair, and we all know how that went. We got drunk as hell on the travel and the toll it took on our body, and then we did also witness a couple of other people pop on over. But everyone, almost everyone has come over here now. Because they hadn't traveled to the to the Aetheryte before, did they have to take that same teleportation to this place, or have I misunderstood? Do these people also have to go through sickness to get to Thavnair? Please, our families are sleeping. You're watching me on loudspeaker? I would have you board this boat and circle around to the north side of the island. There you will find a dense jungle we call Vanaspati. It is a sacred wood home to many temples and a number of villages. Did everyone come to the tower? That's what I was thinking. I was like, I know that we came as a boys' trip and then some other people came, but I don't think everyone came to the tower, but I might be forgetting. Vitra and the Radiant Host have gone there ahead of us. I ask that you join them and do all in your power to destroy this blasphemy. Guys, I hope Erenville is okay in Ishgard right now. Vanaspati now accessible. Oh my god, guys, we have a group activity. Let's go. We're not all here. So I'm gonna have to take a couple of you in with me for the dungeon. I'll take... Sepultura's already our healer. He's smart. He's locked in his position. Mobius is also smart. He's locked in his position as the tank. Whoa, lightning. We're going to bring Ryan Seacrest along, because I don't think... Ryan Seacrest is a new joiner, and is only a recent addition to the group. So Ryan Seacrest can be our DPS. Our second DPS. So the beasts are not born of creation magic, so that's the same. Okay, I wondered if they were going to have new dialogue after we spoke. But no. Okay. I pray we are not too late to spare the settlements within Vanaspati the fate that has befallen our city. Once we meet with Vitra and the Radiant Host, they should be able to tell us more of the present situation. If there's any other people that are playing and want to join to form a B team for the dungeon, let us know. We're still about to jump in. Bit of a quiet stream day on the Monday. I don't usually stream on this day, so it makes sense that we have a bit of a smaller turnout. But thank you so much for people that joined regardless. It was originally 2 days ago, but stuff came up. Okay, Vanaspati. The skies over Thavnair are aflame and panic spreads through the populace like wildfire. One by one, civilians are twisted into grotesque fiends, hells bent on slaughtering everything in sight. The deadliest of these creatures leads its newly spawned kin through the jungle towards a number of smaller settlements, and as such, Ahawan has dispatched his Radiant Host to forestall the carnage. Though Vitra too lends his strength to the cause, even that may prove insufficient, and thus do the Scions enter the fray. In we go. This is fucked though, that it's like we're legit like evacuating people during a hellish Final Days apocalypse. Look at these beasts. Terminus Trampler. Oh god, and they're running away and turning into shit as well. Jesus.
My friends, heed me. These are children of Thavnair. Forgive me.
Oh, he's like defending them. No shit. He won't fight. That's so sad. He won't fight him. Because we're killing people. I mean, monsters or not, they've been transformed. We don't even know if they're in there or not. Mentally. Let me know how the audio is as well, chat, if it all sounds good. Because I turned it down ever so slightly. God, I hate the goddamn mouths. So many mouths.
If this is the only way, I shall silence the beasts of the air. Pray continue onward.
Damn. The beasts of the air. Shades of humans. Not shades. Yeah, Shadowbringers and Endwalker is like peak dungeon. I'll trust Lyra to give us the final go-ahead on the Endwalker trailer. Lyra is my trailer guardian. Too late. Too late for us all. Hey, big tongue. Oh, you're gonna make... Do we have to stand on the mouths? Oh, okay, stand on the mouth that is not talking. I hated that. What? Okay. What? Okay. I'm confused. I'm going backwards. Go that way. No. Ow. What is left? Ah, okay, I see. There's two. Okay. So there's two mouths, and he'll do an attack on half the arena. Cool. What is right and what is left, yes.
What is this vile presence I sense? The horde draweth near.
Cool to see him flying. Oh, this is sad too. Bloody hell, man. Didn't even make it out. I picked a bad time to do the dungeon. I gotta pee. Is there a spot in these woods where I can take a whiz? Oh no! Not children! Get fucked. Oh my lord, Pride Demon. No fucking shot! Oh no, and the children as well. Oh, get fucked, dude. Literal Pride Demon faces. Look at the eyes. They got them Dreadwolf eyes, dude. Terminus, Horror, and Weepers. Jeez. I don't know, man. What's better, that the whole family goes down or the children see what their mother becomes and live? I don't know, man. I wonder if the emotional state influences what they could potentially transform into. The enemy designs are fantastic. Genuine Pride Demon inspiration with those eyeballs. It's for sure like big Abominations vibes, like people being taken over by demons. A little bit different. So many things echo into each other. Oh man, what the fuck? Elephant snout tail. fucking... It's too many mouths. The legs look like the Materia Keeper from Final Fantasy VII. Oh man, what is it called? Terminus Eureka. Oh, the elephant butt. It's not just a trunk tail, it's elephant face on the back. And then the ears make up the spikes. Man, that's fucking crazy. No, it's alright. I can hold it until the end of stream. I'm made of tough stuff. Man, dude, that is a crazy transformation. Fucking, I don't know where to stand. Close to the impact? Fucking... Okay, I didn't get pushed away. I was wondering if it would get pushed outwards or not into the bubbles. You stand close to the impact, it's fine. I've been bubbled. I'm bubbled. Close to the impact and it worked last time. Damn, bro. Travel anywhere in the world now, like fast traveling anywhere, and you go just check out a place, is the whole sky just like red everywhere? Oh my god, these guys look like Jake the dog in Adventure Time when he reveals his true form, guys. It's Jake when he's blue. If anyone knows about Adventure Time, this is Jake the dog when he's blue. Why are you blue? Yeah, like, is the whole sky everywhere just now like red with final days if we travel anywhere? Dude, that statue is nuts. Holy fuck, look at the view. That is horrible to look at. We got our Mega Sisters statue. think we've had a bunch of enemies already referred to as Terminus, right? This is all because we failed to sell fish. Blasphemy, Svarbanu. Jesus. Gotta blaspheme. That piano, though. I'm in some sort of weird pink circle. I'm in some sort of... Okay, so there are symbols on the ground that correspond with the symbols on the floor. Pink circle, white triangle. Either you stand on the symbol that you have or the opposite. So like... Oh, okay. I have a pink circle. I'm just gonna stand here. And then... Jesus, okay. Ah! Maybe that would have been the time to sprint. Yes, you want to be on the... I think you might want to be on the symbol that you have. You want to get hit to the symbol that you have, I think. Anima still is the scary-looking creature, however, there's just also more. Anima fits in with this aesthetic of these Final Days creatures so well. No, you want to be on the opposite. Level up. You want to be on the opposite symbol. I was spent that whole fight trying to find out whichever one. Do I stand on the opposite symbol or the symbol that I have? And I kept testing it, and there you go. I got my answer as I fucking died. But we completed it. Trying to like watch which type of damage I'm taking and where. Vitra is still close, fighting on the skies above. Ishtola has nothing to say. This must be the blasphemy they spoke of. The horrors of Amarot born anew. Ingrid and Alphino say stuff. Hold on, just need to make them say stuff again. That was the worst of them, or at least I hope it was. I see no trace of the person it once was. God damn. I did the thing? What am I doing? Oh, Mobius is gone. Are you guys talking about B team? I think you guys are talking about B team, right? Alright, while I stand here, I'm just gonna take a quick little break. I'll be right back. Alright. Let us go through the exit. Let us leave the duty.
As I feared.
What is it?
beast was there, and now it is no more. Yes?
Indeed. We saw it plain. But you didn't, did you?
They still have their same ether.
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well. There is no ether. Where the creatures should be, I saw naught but emptiness.
Not the same ether, just literally nothing.
Emptiness? But that would mean...
Recall the words of the Watcher. 'Twas a stagnancy of ether, a cessation of flow, leading to decay and absence, that led the ancients to conclude their star was dying. This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether begins to rot and crumble away like dried mud. Until, from their corporeal forms to their very souls, naught remains.
But the beast spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Mayhaps so. But even if the process was incomplete, it was little more than a faint residue.
Gods be good. You're saying they cannot be saved?
Not by any means known to me. Or by any means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to save.
They return not even to the ethereal sea.
That silence is huge. There's just like, what the fuck do we do? What do we even say about it?
The beasts rage on, their hunger insatiable. Even deprived of their master, they perpetuate his legacy of hate. Once proud sons and daughters of Thavnair, all of them, and now I spill their blood.
Vitra, my friends, I am heartened to see you safe.
You put your secret at risk.
Those closest to me already know the truth. A truth I must now share with one and all. Vitra, calamity has come to Radzatan. Our fair nation is rent by screams of pain and despair. More than ever, we require a strong leader to shepherd us through the storm. Reveal your true self to our people, Vitra, and guide us to salvation.
What madness is this, I-One? Thou dost forget thyself. Were we to reveal our duplicity, it would do naught but foster confusion and chaos.
A little bit of that going around already, pal.
Nay, I shall remain the Satrap's loyal ally, and do battle with the beasts. Easing hearts and leading the people to safety is thy task, and thine alone. I ask that you remain at Ahewan's side, and render unto him what aid you may. I know not what lies ahead, but without you, Radzatan will not survive.
Take me with you. I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me with you.
Were my words unclear? I require no assistance. Thy place is at Arhewan's side.
Let the Azure Dragoon ride the dragon.
Estinian, here. It's the last thing you ever wanted. A link pearl.
So we can always
gain
keep
much
in
from
touch.
knowing your elevated perspective. And it'll keep you from getting lonely, which I know you love.
You heard the man. Seems I'm coming with you after all.
Then I pray thy grip is iron. Be it on thy head if thou dost chance to fall.
Fair enough. Now, shall we?
Let's fucking go.
I fear it is as Vitra says. We will not survive this on our own. While I am loath to impose upon you again.
I would insist if you did not. 'Tis the very reason we have come.
Then once more I find myself without words to thank you properly. Let us return to the capital and plan our next course of action.
We'll go hang out in the capital while Estinian and Vitra have a fun time in the skies. God damn. All life must end in death, yet death in turn gives birth to new life, such as the flow of ether. To think that natural cycle could simply be cut off, the very thought makes me shudder. Guys, is the Cloud Strife cosplayer in the stream right now? Or is he just conveniently also in the same point in the story? He was there at the inn. Is that one of you? Is the cool looking Cloud Strife guy just a random guy? Is he part of the story? He keeps showing up. Is the Cloud in the room with us right now? After so long and so many sacrifices, we finally found a way to cure the Tempered. These poor souls, they vanish without a trace. Is there truly no saving them? While Estinian and Vitra defend Radzat from above, we on the ground must find a means to prevent these transformations, and soon. The stillness in the air puts me ill at ease. We must be wary. Worry not. I can see your ether and that of our companions. We have not suffered the fate of those unfortunate souls. Ishtola, like what you mentioned, is during the dungeon, Ishtola stumbles into AoEs because she can't see the monsters, is such a crazy detail. The only reason that I ask whenever there's like a situation where there's like a person like this around, and I'm like, is that someone that's in the stream or not, is because genuinely, unless we're in a big social space, like one of the home cities, we barely see other people running around the social spaces, you know? If they were in stream, they'd probably point it out. We usually have people point it out. No, it's Advent Children Cloud. This is, in case I somehow missed it, Lyra. Somehow. Everyone's chomping at the bit for the trailer. We're gonna finish this quest, and then we'll watch and react to the trailer. I've been given the go-ahead by Lyra, my trailer guardian, so we're good. Our Radiant host has eliminated the immediate threat to the city, though it pains me to know those beasts were once my own people. There is no telling when or where the next transformation might occur. We must remain vigilant and steel ourselves for whatever is yet to come. Ah, yeah, I'll take the poo die, please. I've always wanted one of those. Give me the poopy die. It's the trailer that plays on the main menu. Am I right, chat? It's the trailer that plays on the main menu. Cool. All right, because yeah, I was thinking that this was going to be the final thing that we do for this stream today. I did say at the beginning it was going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. So I'm going to exit the game. Leave. You know what? I forgot that I shouldn't have left this. I shouldn't have exited the game. I should have said log out. I pressed the wrong button. I have to open the game again. Give me a second. I meant to press log out. I pressed exit game. Hold on a second. We're now in the void of blackness as I have to log in and reopen the game. Let me get in here. Go log in. It's quiet over here now. It's awkward. Ah, the game. There we go. Alright, everyone. The Endwalker demo and title. Here we go. It's reaction time. And I can put this in the title of the stream so everyone can watch it. The Square Enix logo in his boot, and he's walking on the moon.
The final days were upon us. The fabric of the star had begun to fray, its land rent by tooth and claw.
Yo! I can see why everyone's like, now you can watch it. It literally starts with, like, the fucking dungeon. That's crazy. Come on, Alpha, no, save her. Or me, that's fine. I save LSA, let's go! Oh, that's Alpha, no, that's his Sage ability going kind of fucking crazy. Yeah. Dude! These are bloody Gatling guns.
I can look after myself, you know. And I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
Also, it shows their brand new outfits straight up as well, of course. God damn!
The star seemed doomed to unravel, and yet...
Also, that's what they look like from the front. Oh my god!
There were those who stood...
What? He's literally just riding Vitra in the trailer. That's insane! For the coolest Dragoon dive you've ever seen!
The hour has come, Vitra. It's all or nothing.
What the fuck, bro? Oh my lord. Funny Daniel. Whoa, that's so crazy to see the tower. Imagine it just spoils Anima in the trailer.
The stage is set, but will our hero deign to play their part?
Really, Xenos on his hellish throne. It's very interesting because it makes you think that Funny Daniel and Xenos are hanging out during the final days together.
The end draweth nigh.
Oh, they look so cursed in Ultra CG. Old Charlayan. It's like we're experiencing the fucking expansion in reverse with the trailer. This is so funny. It starts with the dungeon that we just experienced, and it's like currently in Old Charlayan where we first go.
I knew it.
There's our boy.
This star still has secrets to tell.
He looks really good in Ultra CG.
Keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin.
It would. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must then, but we scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Oh, that's so sick. Why is it only Graha that looks like perfect in Ultra CG? Everyone else looks a little weird. Xenos looks good too, but he's the villain, so he has to. These two together is insane. Because Paladin is the class of the expansion, isn't it? No shit. Wow. Dude, the cinematography goes crazy. Man, that was fucking insane. Holy shit. Yeah, that's better than the Shadowbringers one. Oh my god. It's literally, the trailer is in reverse. The trailer is in reverse of what we've experienced in the expansion so far. It's kind of nutty. So it shows us that that dungeon of the final days are upon us. Estinian riding Vitra, and then it works its way back to Old Charlayan, which is so interesting. So it's kind of like flipped on its script a little bit. No mention of bunnies. No Ultra CG bunnies. No Ultra CG bunnies. Estinian on Vitra there with the Ultra Dragoon dive is crazy. That might even just have to be the thumbnail shot. Just to show that we reached that part of the game. Plus we watched the trailer. No anima, no Zodiac, no bunnies. My thoughts on the spoiler potential of this trailer is it definitely shows things that I want to experience in the game, right? Like for sure. It's fully into like the moon and Xenos' Reaper shenanigans. And the final days being like properly upon us already. But I think we watched it at a good point. I trust in experiencing enough of the expansion myself before getting exposed to peak. I think like obviously if you're in a situation where you're leading up to the game and it hasn't come out yet, like watching the trailer makes sense. Like for example, if there's another expansion, there probably will be after Dawn Trail. I expect that I will be caught up to date by then, maybe. Hopefully I'm through Dawn Trail. I know that Dawn Trail is still going through its post-expansion patches at the moment, I think with 7.3. So we'll probably watch the trailer for the next expansion together before it comes out and like enjoy that hype together because we'll be on the same page. But when it comes to content that's already out, I would just prefer to experience it in the game, and then we can watch the trailers after, you know? It spoils, yeah, the outfit changes for Alisaie and Alphinaud, just like right off the bat as well. When I was like anticipating their new outfits, it's like, oh, there it is. And we see that Alphinaud is a sage. How do I feel about Final Fantasy XIV story as a whole? Really fucking good. Really good. And like A Realm Reborn is a little bit of a slow start, but that's because it's the beginning. You know, it is just kind of building into it. So A Realm Reborn and Heavensward as well, especially. Heavensward gets a lot of special attention retroactively. The earlier parts of the game are only made stronger by the later parts of the game because of that foundation. It's a good foundation that only just gets stronger over time. It's really, really fucking good. And I'm happy that we've finally been able to react to the Endwalker trailer. It was very good. It was awesome. We got the Charlayan reveal, we get the Graha reading books in the Forbidden section reveal. None of the Bunny, Zodiac, or Anima and stuff, which is really good that they didn't even like hint to it. Being able to see that full tower though, that Funny Daniel's in full ultra CG is crazy. But it is a bit of an interesting thing. You're almost misled in the trailer thinking that Fan Daniel is around during this Final Days segment. So that's a nice little misdirect. But alas, that is how we're going to close out today's streams. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it and had a good time for quite a serious turning point and finally watching the trailer. I think that was a good little point to end on before we pick it up later in the week and continue. So I appreciate all of you for joining today. Thanks so much for being here. I'm excited to continue and to see where we go next in terms of the final days being upon us and what we can do to fight against it. It's goddamn crazy. So next stream will probably be towards the end of the week on the Saturday, just because I really have a lot of recording to do for content on the channel. I'm dropping stuff at the moment that I'm excited about. We got Death Stranding 2 and Lies of P, and also there is a new playthrough that will be coming out soon publicly that I'm very excited to share with you too. So thanks so much for joining, everybody, and I will see you next time.